Welcome to Tech in the Car. This is the all new SEAT Ibiza. Let's talk about the new design. So first of all, these cars have a new LED, all LED lights across the range. So there's no non-LED models available. We've got a new front bumper and there's new colors as well. There's actually 9 new colors, including 2 shades of blue, including this color here on this model. And then as we walk along to the sides of the car, there are other changes too. For the new Ibiza, there are 3 new alloy wheel designs. There are 2 new 17-inch and 1 new 18-inch option. You can see here, these are the 18-inch options, and they're different designs and they look very cool. I have to say, I really like the wheels, particularly on this red car. So what about space in the back of the SEAT Ibiza? Well, let's check it out. As I get in this car, there's plenty of space here. I've got space for my knees, space for my head. It's quite upright behind me, and it's not quite as spacious as the Arona, but the Arona is obviously a bigger car, but it's more than comfortable back here. There's enough space for your family. At the rear here, there are some changes as well. The Ibiza logo is handwritten in 2-tone chrome. That's actually the same on the Arona as well. And while we're back here, let's have a look at the space. There's 355 litres in the back here. Got space for all my camera equipment in here. It's a good sized boot. It's not as large as the Arona, but it can handle all of your shopping and probably several suitcases if you go on holiday, which is what you want in a car. At the back of here, the FR Sport, you can see there is these exhausts. They're not real exhausts, but they look like it. So it's got a cool look to it. There are no changes in the engines here. The engines on the new Ibiza are the same as the previous models. However, the changes on the outside that I've mentioned, the wheels, the new design bumper, and on the interior, what makes it really, really interesting. Let's have a look now. Welcome to the inside of the new SEAT Ibiza. This is the FR Sport model, and it comes with a 10.25-inch digital driver display and a 9.2-inch infotainment screen. There's also an 8.25-inch display available as standard. Inside this car, it's got nice soft touch plastics. This display has been moved up as well, so it's in a more ergonomic position and easier to use when driving. So that's a big improvement. These vents have got cool trim, which are backlit with LEDs at night time as well. And just like the Arona, it has wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay, so you're never going to get lost ever, because you have Google or Apple helping you along the way. And of course, don't forget the driver assist features, which you can also spec in these cars, which are class leading in the segment. Let's have a look at the new infotainment system on the SEAT Ibiza, and it's the same on the Arona as well. So this is an all new system, bigger screen, more ergonomically placed. We have our maps overview, we have our Android Auto and phone on here, and I can swipe across journey information relating to that journey, of course, and we have our layout options, and then we can go straight into the nav here, we can go straight into our media here, we can go to our radio, we can go to our phone, and then we can go to Android Auto. So this car has wireless Android Auto and wireless CarPlay, and we're here today at Amber Lakes with SEAT, which is awesome. And you can see this is wireless Android Auto. I have lots of cool stuff I can do on it, including games now on Android Auto, which is very, very cool. Of course, works with CarPlay as well. We've also got these quick setting buttons down the side here, which will take me straight to navigation, straight to my phone connection, audio, and the power button. So that is the new system on here. It means that obviously with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, you've got no reason to get lost. You've got Google Maps, and it should be nice and easy to find your way home or anywhere you need to go. So as this is the FR Sport, this has a digital driver display, and I'm able to scroll through multiple bits of information, including the map, and it's showing me what I can see up there, my driver assistance information, and I can tap my view button and change what the display looks like. And I've got several options here, and then back to the traditional old style round options. So this is very cool, very customizable. I like this a lot. There's a lot of options here on this car. The other thing this car has, which the other one didn't, is this has got a digital readout on the climate control. The other one was a much more basic one. But overall, the inside of this car is very, very nicely appointed and belies the fact that it is incredibly good value. Even this model, which is £22,000, is incredibly good value for what you get. This is the new SEAT Ibiza, and this car has a big history. It was started in 1984, where the engine and gearbox was developed by Porsche. And now here in 2021, this latest generation has an illustrious history. And in terms of what this car offers, it's great value. It starts at a really good price, around £175 per month on a PCP. And for that, you get a car which is sharply dressed with good looks and a comfortable ride, plus all the latest technology. Depending on the spec, of course, you option in this, the SE Sport. We've got a lot of bits and bobs, and technology-wise, we've got adaptive cruise control, we've got lane assist, we've got a touchscreen which has wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. When we go up to the next trim up, which we've got as a next car, you also get a digital cockpit and a few more bells and whistles to make it even more upper class. But this is a really good start for SEAT, and this new Ibiza has a lot of improvements over the previous generation. Interior wise, it's a much better quality car, and it looks much sharper as well. This car is a 1 litre 95 horsepower manual, and it's got a 0 to 60 time of 10.9 seconds with a nice boot of 355 litres, and it feels quite nippy for its size. Sure, it's not a Formentor, check out my video on that by the way, but it definitely feels pretty nippy and good on the road, which is good to see. So how does this compare to the other car we've got, which is the FR Sport? Well, let's get in that and let's see how that compares. This is the FR Sport, SEAT Ibiza, and this is 110 horsepower, so we've got slightly more horsepower than the SE Technology, which was 95 horsepower, and this does 0 to 60 in 10.3 seconds, so it is faster as well. And because this is the FR Sport, we've now got a 10.25-inch digital driver's display to go with the large central navigation screen, infotainment screen, which is all new and in a better, more ergonomic position. We've got some interesting trim around the air vents, which are lit up at night with the ambient lighting. And overall, this car just feels a bit snappier to me because it's got that extra horsepower. It's not a lot, but it's just enough. Even driving along here, it's still a manual, so there are no changes there, but it feels a lot more lively to me. If I was going to buy a car, I have to be honest, I'd probably want a car with a digital driver's display. I think it takes your car up another level, and so I would invest in that. The standard technology in these cars are really, really good. Obviously, it comes with a nice display with, like I said, Android Auto wireless and CarPlay wireless, but I think I would pay a bit extra to get a digital driver's display, to get a perforated leather steering wheel I have here. I think it's a worthwhile investment. This car, the FR Sport, £22,145 on the road. It's got some extra stuff on it. Like I said, I think it's worth the extra money. I would probably go for that myself. I think you get a lot more, and it's definitely worth the investment. So yeah, expect the 95 horsepower model to be the top selling model. I would go up to this. And I think this is probably the sweet spot of the range, the 110 horsepower FR Sport. If we're looking at the Ibiza for £22,000, you might be able to get a discount on it as well. So I would go for this. That's a new SEAT Ibiza range. We've been out with the FR Sport and the SE Technology to compare them, see how they drive. These are fantastic value cars, starting at £175 per month on a PCP. You get a car with all the latest technology, the driver assistance, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, lots of fun to drive, look really cool, full LED lights. I can't say anything at all which these cars need and they are missing. Plus, they have really cool alloy wheels as well, so I would strongly recommend you check one of these out at your dealer. Please give this a like if you found it useful. Any questions, let me know down below, and subscribe for more. Thank you very much.